So today we are going to sew a school uniform for a 10 years old girl. A school uniform for a 10 years old girl. Here is the measurement. Maybe I don't know if you can see it. I will drop it on this video. The gown length we are working on for that girl is 34. Then the bust is 26. The neck, front neck, is 5. It's a little girl. I'm not going to make it to be much. Then the half length, that is from here to your navel, her half length is 13. Then half length waist, her round waist measurement, that is half length waist, is 24. Her hip is 28. Shoulder is 12. I'm going to drop it on the video, the measurement we are working on today. Then sleeve length, that is the sleeve length from shoulder to where I want the hand to stop, is 6. Then arrowhead, that is the round sleeve, the round sleeve is 10. So let's go. We are making a flare gown. Let me just put it. The flare, it will have half length, then the down will be flare. Half length, then the down part will be flare. It's just a free school wear for a little girl. So let's go. First and foremost, we have to check the folded measurements we have here already. I folded my fabric into 2. As you can see, I folded this fabric into 2 like this. Then I'm going to fold. I folded this fabric with the hip measurement because the hip is the biggest part of the body. I folded it with the hip, which is 28, and is the biggest part of her body. So for you to get the measurement that you use a mark on this particular fabric, now you are going to divide the hip. Her hip is 28. You are going to divide it into 4. Then this is how I do my own. I divide my tape. I divide my tape. You can use your phone, you can use your calculator to divide, but the easiest way is to divide your tape to get what you are going to mark. Like this. This is 28. I divided it into 2. Then I divided it again like this. I have 7 for hip measurement. So look at, this is how I got to the measurement for folding of the fabric. Here is 7 like this. I mark 7. I usually add 2 inches for my allowance. Yes, I don't sew without allowance. I usually add 2 inches for my seam allowance. So then I added 2 inches. See the little thing that is remaining here? It's just a little that is remaining here, a little fabric, about ½ inch. So I use this measurement to fold my material, my fabric. So let's go into the measurements. Her half length, we are working with half length now. Her half length is 13. Then see 13 here. You mark 13. 13. Then I added 2 inches allowance. I don't work with that allowance. This chalk is something else. 2 inches allowance in the down part. Remember, her half length is 13. I marked 13. Then added 2 inches allowance. Okay, so let's go. The shoulder is 12. You divide the, remember, you divide your shoulder into 2, not into 4. You divide your shoulder measurements into 2. For example, now her shoulder is 12. 12 divided into 2, not into 4. Get this, you can be jotting it down. 12 divided into 2. That is how you mark the shoulder. You have 6. Then you mark 6 here. You mark 6 on your fabric, on the upper side. Then you add 1 inch allowance. You add 1 inch for shoulder. You add 1 inch allowance. Get that into your scope. Then see it here. For her armhole, measurement, because she's a child, I'm using 5. If you are confused on how to determine your armhole measurements, you can ask me on the comment section. Then I will do a separate video about it. But because she's a child, I'm using 5 for her armhole. Then you come that from that allowance of the shoulder, you mark 5. So here is the chest line now. But before that, let us get the neck. The neck now, I'm going to, for the width, I'm going to use 2.5 because she is a child. I'm going to use 2.5 for the neck. 2.5 for the width of the neck. Then front neck, I made it to be, I told you people that her front neck is, I'm going to make it 5. Then look at the front neck, 5. You see, you give it a neck curve with your free hand. You can also make use of your French curve, but I don't make use of French curve. I use my free hand to do the neck curve like this. Then there, you come to your chest line. That is your armhole line. That's 5 that you measured before. Then you measure the bust measurements. We got the bust to be 26. Then 26, remember, aside the shoulder, you divide your body parts into 4. So except the shoulder, other ones you divide into 4. So your bust, her bust is 24, you will also divide into 4. I make use of my tape. You can make use of your calculator, but I will tell you from experience that you should divide your tape as a beginner. I divide it into 4 like this. 26 into 4, I got 6.5. Then I mark it here. Added 2 inches seam allowance for sewing like this. So I'm going to extend this thing like this. Then take my armhole curve this way. Extend this curve to reach where my measurement is, where my allowance is, just like this. I don't know if you guys can see it very well. Please, if you can't see it very well, comment on the comment section so that my next video I will improve. So then you come here to your half length. Measure your half length waist, which is 24. Measure your half length, the person's half length waist is 24. Then you still divide your half length, that your round waist. You come to your navel side. Remember your half length is 13. Then there, round waist measurement to be 24. Then you are also going to divide it. This upper one that we mark was for the bust. This one now is for the half length. We want to get the half length, that is the round waist measurement, which is 24. You also divide it into 4 with your tape like this. 4, 2, I got 6. So you come here, you mark 6. For the waist side, I usually put 3 inches allowance. You know the tummy now, because the tummy can grow bigger anytime. So I usually put 3 inches allowance for the tummy. Other ones I put 2 inches allowance. So then I put 3 inches allowance like this. Then I will extend the measurement to reach the half length, the allowance that I put like this. So this is it. Anything you don't understand, you are very free to ask your question. Remember, before I folded my fabric, I use the biggest body part to fold my fabric to avoid not reaching or being excess.